wanted to record a video to go over a survey that I sent out a couple of months ago. The survey looks something like this. It asked you, what would you like to learn in my next video? And I gave you 4 options. You can see the results of the survey. 48% of you wanted to learn how to drive more traffic to your lead capture page. So that's what I'm going to go over with you today in this video, is how to get more traffic to your lead capture page, how to get more traffic. Okay, I mean, that's what everybody wants really, is they want traffic to their lead capture pages, because let's face it, without traffic, you're basically a sitting duck in the water. You're not going to make any money. Your business isn't going to grow. Your list isn't going to grow. So without traffic, you're not going to be very successful online. So hopefully in this video I can give you some pointers and point you in the right direction to places that I personally use to build and grow my business every single day. So now you're probably wondering, well, what are we going to go over today? I'm going to go over 3 different categories that, again, I personally use to market online. The first category we're going to go over is list builders. Okay, list builders are a great way to get fast traffic to your website. And a lot of people say, well, list builders, they don't really work, or they're not that great. And I'm here to say list builders do work, and they are great. I use list builders every single day. I probably use about 50 of them, maybe 60 of them every single day. They produce, and that's why I use them, because they simply produce. Okay. The second thing we're going to go over is a cheap place that you can buy traffic from called Lead Impact. Okay, so Lead Impact will be number 2. If you watched my video the other day, I told you how I'm making money at my one website, Viral Lead Builder, by just getting traffic for pennies, literally pennies, at Lead Impact, and I'm sending them to my website, Viral Lead Builder, and it's converting $5, $10, $15, and even $37 sales, and it's only costing me pennies to get the traffic. So I'll show you how to use Lead Impact. I'll show you how to set up an ad, and I'll show you how to add your keywords and everything like that with Lead Impact. Finally, the third and final thing we're going to go over is solo ads. Okay, so solo ads, they've been around for a while now. I got into solo ads about a couple years ago. I mean, I was always into solo ads, buying them in bulk, but then people actually started selling like guaranteed clicks to their lists and stuff like that. So we'll go over some places that I use to buy solo ads, and I'll even prove to you that these places work by showing you some of my stats. So we'll go over some solo ad places that I use and recommend that you use for your business also. So these are the 3 topics we're going to discuss. So let's go over to my computer now and we'll get started. Okay, so here we are at my computer, and I'm going to show you how to set up a campaign in Lead Impact. Lead Impact is a great place to get traffic for pennies and leads that really convert. So I'm going to log into my account here. Okay, and when you make your Lead Impact account and you fund it, this is what your back office will look like when you log into your account after you set everything up. So what we'll want to do is first is go ahead and create a new campaign here on the left. Okay, now we're going to give the campaign a name. This can be anything you want it to be. You can hover over these question marks to get like a little brief description of what everything is. So for this campaign, we'll just call it Easy Profit, okay, for the website that I'm going to promote. And usually I set my budget amount to $5 per day. And the reason for that is I do this on a very, very small scale. I mean, you can set this to anything you want. I mean, you do $10 a day, $5 a day. But what this is if you set this to say $5 a day, once your account spends $5, it'll stop sending traffic for the day, and then the next day it'll spend up to $5. It doesn't mean you'll spend all $5 in one day, but if your account hits this cap, it'll stop, and that's the most that you'll spend for one day. So we'll leave that as it is, and we'll go to step 2. Okay, and here's step 2. This is going to be our landing page, and this is going to be your lead capture page where you want to send people. Okay, so this is the page here that I'm going to send people to. This is a capture page that I built that promotes one of my websites called easyprofitlist.com. I have a simple video here on the left hand side that will automatically play. It's a short video, it's only like 60 seconds long. And then over here on the right hand side they have the ability to make their free account. So whenever anybody makes their account here on the right, they'll join my Aweber list, and they'll also be joining my membership site, where then they'll go through like the sales funnel and they'll see one-time offers, upsells, downsells that they can join. So we'll go ahead and we'll give this landing page a name. We'll call it EPL video lead page. And we'll plug in our website address. Actually, I'm going to use the other page here because this one is on a higher web server. So we'll use that URL. And then here you're going to select your category. So we'll come down and we'll do business to business. And then here you're going to pick your subcategory. And I'm going to choose, now you can choose any one of these. Usually I get stuck between home business and marketing. What I'll do is for this one is I'll choose, doesn't really matter, I guess I'll go home business. Keyword pass-through, you'll want to check this because if you're going to use tracking, which I highly recommend you use some type of tracking software with any advertising you do online, this will pass the keyword through so that you can track where your conversions are coming from. Now for the countries I want to target, usually I target just the United States, but I'm going to go ahead and add the first 3 here: United States, United Kingdom, and Australia. And I'll also include Canada as well. And I'll go to the next step. Okay, so now we're going to add in the keywords that we want to target. Now, some of you might be used to pay per click, where you actually physically type in keywords that you want to target to. But the way Lead Impact works and the way their type of traffic is you can target by URLs as the keyword. So there's a couple sites that I use to get my keywords and to research, and one is SimilarWeb and the other is simply Alexia. There's a bunch of other places out there. I mean, you can just Google search for keywords and find URLs that will fit your topic. Since my website is a list builder, I can search like popular list builders and other things, but you want to target like big business opportunities or something. So I'll target, for this one, I'll go Empower Network, because that's a big business opportunity right now. And it'll show me where their traffic's coming from. What I want to see is where their referrals, who's referring traffic to Empower Network. So you have like Big Mastermind, you have all these other places. So this one here, and what you can do is you can open these up and you can see where traffic's coming from these sites as well, and you can see how much traffic they're getting to see if this is a good site to target. And again, if you go to referrals here, it'll take you down. You can see where this place is getting some of their traffic from, where the traffic is going after they see this page. So what I'll do is this in this preview is just get a couple links here to paste for keywords. So we'll go ahead and we'll use this keyword 21-step biz, and we'll go ahead and add that in there. And I'm just going to grab a couple, nothing crazy. So we'll go ahead and add do this one here. Okay, so for just this video, I'm going to do 2 keywords, but you can add as many as 5,000 keywords. Usually I would spend a couple of hours just researching what keywords I want to use, because really ultimately the amount of traffic you get and the quality of traffic and conversions you get are going to come down to the keywords that you pick. So it will be beneficial to you to research some keywords that are specific to the lead capture page that you're marketing. So we'll go ahead and click add these keywords. Okay, now you can see down here, added our 2 keywords. They're waiting approval. Usually it takes around 24 hours to get your keywords approved. Now you can see here, 21stepbiz.com, nobody is bidding on it because we're ranked #1. But you can see here, this other keyword, there's 9 other people bidding on it. Now you can raise your bid here if you want, but I never raise my bids because I figure I'll just go and I'll find other keywords. You'll still get traffic from this keyword, but since you're the lowest bid, you won't get nearly as much traffic as, say, as the top 3 people bidding for this keyword. So now that we've added our keywords, I'm going to hit save and continue. And it's just going to show us our campaign summary here. Everything's pretty much complete. It's active. This is our landing page, and these are our active keywords here. And then you can add another landing page. You can manage other campaigns, or you can fund your account. So if I go back to campaigns here, and here's our new campaign right here. Easy profit, and you can see we're spending $5. I have my other one set to $10. One last thing I want to show you is how to fund your account. So up here you can see my current balance is 0, so I actually do need to fund it. So I'm going to click on this up here, okay, and you'll see here I usually fund my account with PayPal, but you can use a credit card. After you pay the minimum deposit to join Lead Impact, I think it's like $100 or $200. I think it's $100 to fund your account when you first join. Then the minimum drops down to $20. So I always do the minimum. It gets me about 3 or 4 days of advertising. So I'll click submit here, and it should redirect me over to PayPal, where I'll be able to then enter in my information and fund my Lead Impact account. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll pay for Lead Impact, fund an account $20. And usually I just let it basically wait to 10 seconds to automatically redirect me back to Lead Impact. Okay, so now up here in the right corner you can see we have $20 in our account. So our campaigns will start to get some traffic again now that we have some money in our account. So again, this is Lead Impact. Simple, setting up a simple campaign. Again, the major part you want to do is research your keywords. I mean, with these two tools here, Alexia and SimilarWeb, if we type in Empower Network here, you'll see the traffic they're getting, but then if you scroll down, you can see the country that, so they're targeting US, which is good, because we want to get a lot of US traffic. You can see some other places they're getting traffic from YouTube, so then you could go on YouTube and you could watch these videos and watch the channels and see what links people are putting in their YouTube videos, and then you can use those links as keywords. Here's some other similar sites that we might find interesting and be able to target. So there's a lot of information here that you can use to generate more keywords for yourself. So this is just another area that I use, but mainly, like I said, this is the top one. And like I said, you can sit here, and even though you don't have a pro account, they'll still give you a decent amount of information, and you can go through these. And like I said, just click on these and you'll be able to see how much traffic this site's getting, where the traffic's coming from. Like a lot of traffic comes from Fast Click Now for this site, but some of these will be lead capture pages, and they're the ones that you want to target. You want to target other people's lead capture pages because they'll be the ones that get traffic and convert. So we'll see what this website is, this crazy stuff. So see, like this is somebody's lead capture page here, and it says, yes, this works in the United States, easy, $593 by legally hacking the system, get it for free. So, and then looks like when you try to exit, they have another pop-up, and you can see it's targeted towards Empower. So right here, they have some system that like set up so it doesn't want you to leave their page. But what we'll do now is we'll take this keyword that we found. We found right here through the big mastermind keyword, and we'll add it to our campaign here because again, that's somebody's lead capture page. They're promoting it and they're sending all this traffic to it. So what we'll do is we'll pop up our ad over top of their capture page and hopefully in a way kind of steal their leads. So we'll go ahead, add in our keyword. One thing is the keywords don't need www or any of this other stuff in front. You just want straight the URL address like that. Hit add keyword, and again you can see nobody's bidding on this keyword, so we could get potentially a decent amount of traffic from this one keyword right here because we're the only people bidding on it. So we'll hit save and continue, and we added our third keyword to our campaign. And again, we simply found it by using SimilarWeb and just perusing through here. I mean, like I said, you can click on all these sites, just go to referrals, and you can see where they get all their traffic from. Here's another site, Pizza Boy Millionaire. So if we copy this link, see what the Pizza Boy Millionaire is all about. Could be somebody else's. Okay, so this is like another lead capture page. So we can add this one as our fourth keyword. And this is all I do all night long some nights is just I get keywords and I just keep adding them. Now I won't do this one by one. I'll make like a spreadsheet of like 100 keywords or something, and then I'll add them after I'm done researching. But you can see we added the Pizza Boy Millionaire. There's 3 other people bidding on it. So we'll get some traffic. I mean, we're not going to get a lot of traffic, but there's only 3 people bidding with us, so we should get a decent amount. So we'll hit save and continue, and we added our 4th keyword. So again, this is Lead Impact. Hopefully you found this part of the video helpful, enjoyable, and hopefully you use Lead Impact to get leads for your business for pennies on the dollar. because that's literally what you're spending here is pennies. So we'll move on to the next part of this video. Okay, so in this next part, I'm going to go over using solo ads to help build your list and potentially get some profits. Solo ads have been around for years, and they're a great way to really get quick quality traffic to your website. Now, depending where you buy the solo ad at, you can buy cheap solo ads and they can still work, and then you can buy what are called guaranteed clicks, which is you're basically going to buy a solo ad from somebody and they're going to send it to their list and they're going to guarantee you, say, 500 unique clicks to your lead capture page, and usually they'll charge around, like, say 50-55 cents per click. So if you wanted to get, say, 500 clicks and somebody charges you 50 cents, you're going to pay $250 to get those 500 clicks if they're charging at the rate of 50 cents per click. But they're quality clicks because they're guaranteed unique clicks, meaning it's not somebody that's seen your page 2 or 3 times and they just keep coming back. Each person that sees it is a unique visitor, meaning it's the first time they've seen your page. And since you're paying for the clicks, they're a little bit higher quality leads, and depending on how your sales funnel's set up, what your lead capture page converts at, you can get a decent amount of leads, and you can potentially make a decent amount of money, again, all based on how well your sales funnel's set up and how well your sales funnel converts. So I'm going to share with you a couple places that I personally use, and I'm going to show you some stats of the places actually working. So what I did just for this right now is I did a simple Google search for the keyword solo ads, and I mean, there's solo ad places all over the place. One place that I do actually like is this guy here. He has a solo ad directory. His website's just called soloaddirectory.com, and here's the website right here. And he's written some reviews from people that he's purchased solo ads off of. I've bought a solo ad off of Anthony before. So if you click on, like, the person's name, it'll take you to the page where they sell solo ads. So all you got to do is, if you just want to read his review and then click on somebody's name, it'll take you to their page. Like, I bought one from this guy too, and you can see here this is the amount of solo ad clicks that they can sell you. So let's say their cheapest one here is going to be 500 unique clicks, and the price is going to be $200. So that's actually a little cheaper than 50 cents per click. But you can buy them all the way up to as much as 3,000 unique clicks for $1,000. So it all depends on your budget and what you're willing to spend. But again, solo ads are normally higher value and will have a better conversion rate than some other places. Not saying that these are like the best of the best versus the other places I'm going to show you, but generally you get what you're going to pay for. So this site here, again, solo ad directory, is a good place just to come and check out what he has listed here and read some of his reviews. So let's say you want to read this review here. Oop, that review is not found. Let's see if we can find another review. I haven't visited his site in a while, so he might have taken some stuff down. So here you can see he says, I bought a solo ad from Frank, 250 clicks for $130. He promoted his WordPress plugin. He got 282 clicks, 111 opt-ins for a conversion rate of 39% at the cost of $1.17 per subscriber. So that's not too bad.
And let's read one more review. And we'll just pick out this guy here and see if this review's up. Okay, so here he says he bought a solo ad from Carl, 200 clicks for $60. Again, he promoted his WordPress plugin, got 207 clicks, 63 opt-ins for a 30% conversion rate. Cost per new subscriber was 95 cents. So here you can see buying solo ads from these people, and if we click on Carl, let's see his site. Okay, so here's HQ solo ads. So you can see he has some reviews here of people that bought before. We'll scroll down. You can see 200 click solo ad for $95, 250 click for 110, and looks like he maxes out at 1,000 click solo ad for $430. So buying solo ads from these people is one good way to really jumpstart your list. And if you're looking for high quality traffic, this is the way to go, buying solo ads from people selling unique clicks. Okay, so that's just one way you can buy solo ads. Now here's another site that I use called TraxAds, and they send out mega solo ads, which are sent to 15 ad exchanges, 2 safe lists, 6 list builders, 1 traffic exchange. Now, at first glance, you might look at a site and say, well, this traffic doesn't convert. Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll log into my account here, and you can see he offers some really good deals. You can buy 8 mega solo ads for $50. Usually the deal that I buy is right here. I usually buy this once a month. This deal right here, 18 mega solo ads for $97. If I go here and click send mega solo ad, you'll see I only have 3 left for this month. I actually already submitted one today. If I scroll all the way down here, you'll see this is the one that I submitted today on the 25th here. But you can see I try to submit one every day, the 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 19th, 17th, 15th, 14th. So you can see I try to submit one almost every day, because that's the key with any type of marketing, is you have to be consistent at your marketing, and you have to do it every single day. Some days I don't do as much marketing as others, but I'm just busier with other stuff. So this is TraxAds. And what I want to show you is the site that I was promoting called Viral Lead Builder. You probably heard me mention it before in some other videos. But you can see here your Twitter ads, super solo. This is where the sale came, and this converted to a JV partner sale. If I go up to this one, you'll see platinum upgrade, and this one came from the Easy Profit List super solo ad, which is all from TraxAds and this other site that I'll show you. Let's see if I can find one more. That's all for these couple of signups here. But you can see these sales came in just yesterday, the other day, from one of the other ads I sent out at TraxAds. So this is one place that I use TraxAds, and then you just click on Mega Solo Ads, and it'll take you here where you can sign up for an account. And these are all the sites that your ad is going to go out to. So it's a decent amount of sites, and like I said, if you put the right lead capture page in front of these people and you put the right offer in front of them, you'll convert sales. Now, again, not every offer is going to be for everybody. So we'll go over to the next place that I use. It's called Solo Ad Advertising. Your solo ad will go out to over 56,000 members to these 25 different websites here. So this is another good place to use. And let's go ahead and I'll log into my account here. And before I do that though, we'll see, is it this one? Okay, so we'll go ahead and log into my account, and he'll put up another offer. You can get 10 mega solo ads for 50 bucks. But usually I skip this one. And the offer that I take is usually this one. I buy 25 mega solo ads every month. I try to submit one per day almost, because you get 25. You can see here I have 10 left. I missed a couple days, but I already submitted one for today, so I can't submit another one. But if I scroll all the way down to the bottom here, you can see some of my stats. So this is the one that I submitted today. It received 269 clicks, and you can see the clicks that I got from the ad I sent yesterday. So I'm getting like 500 clicks, sometimes 600, even 700 clicks from every solo ad that I'm sending out for my products to build my list. So, and these places do work, and they're relatively cheap. I mean, to get the 25 here, and then on TraxAds you could get 18. I mean, you're spending $200, but you're going to have advertising. You're basically going to cover your advertising for the entire month, if not longer, for 200 bucks. Okay, and the next site I want to share with you is going to be called globalwebtraffic.biz. I stumbled upon this site almost probably about a year ago, and most people would look at this site and say, this site, it's one of these like cheesy sites. Why would I ever post an ad here? Why would I ever buy anything here? But I tell you what, it converts. I bought solo ads here, and right here you can see a platinum upgrade, and it came from globalwebtraffic.biz from a solo ad I sent out. And I've tracked other sales back here. This just happens to be one that I made the other day. So if I log into my account here, I'll show you what I do. Log in, and he puts up this offer here, but this is just upgrade. I don't upgrade. Okay, what I do here is I pick up the 10 contact solo ads. You can get 10 for $12.95, but when you order with PayPal, it'll come to a page where you can then get a solo ad, one solo ad for $1. So what I normally do is I add 10 more solo ads. So I'm getting 20 solo ads for $22. I mean, you're paying pretty much $1 per solo ad here. And again, you're going to have 20 solo ads, and you're spending $22. You're going to have a solo ad pretty much to send out almost every day of the month. So if I go over here, click on banners and solo ads, the page takes a little while to load up all the solo ads. But if you scroll down here, you can see I have 11 solo ads left to submit. Again, I try to send one per day, but some days I just get a little busy and a little sidetracked and don't make it to send out a solo ad. But you can see the amount of clicks I'm getting over here. It usually averages around 150, 160. So if we keep scrolling down, 170. And I mean, this list will go on because I buy solo ads here like every month, because they simply convert, they get me leads, they make me sales. And even if I break even over the course of a month, if I make $20, which buying 20 solo ads, you should definitely be able to make your $20 back if you have the correct sales funnel set up. But I make my money back plus a lot more from solo ads from here. And you too can as well, again, like I said, if you have the correct sales funnel set up. So solo ads are relatively cheap here. Again, here's the offer that you can click on. It'll take you back to where you can buy the 10 solo ads for $12.95. And like I said, if you click the order now with PayPal, down here you can add one solo ad for $1. You just enter in the quantity, and you can enter in as many as you want. You could enter in 150, whatever you want. Usually I just buy an extra 10. So again, this is globalwebtraffic.biz, and right here is a sale that came through yesterday from one of the solo ads I sent out. Okay, so the last or second to last site I want to show you is called soloadspro.com. This is actually a site that I own. You might think I'm trying to get some free advertising, which yeah I am, but at the same time it's a place that honestly will help you because it allows you to send a solo ad to the entire network of sites that I own. So your solo ad will go out to over 17,000 members. So it'll go out to each one of these sites, and if I log into my account, let's see here, I'll show you some stats from some of the solo ads that I've personally sent out. And I do run some offers, like you can see the special offer I run here. Here's some of the stats, but you can pick up 4 solo ads for $25. But you can see all the solo ads have been getting close to 400 clicks. But I'll show you some ones that are sooner because I'm not sure if the clicks are still up there or not. But okay, here's the solo ad I sent back in October. Let me log out of this account because this one I haven't sent a solo from it in a while. And I want to show you a more recent one, just so you know if you join what to expect. So I'll scroll down. You can see I have 24 solo ads left to set up still and send out. But I'll scroll down, and you can see the last one I sent. I don't send ones here since I own this network. I try to just not send my own stuff through my own network. But you can see the last solo ad here I sent was on March 4th. It received 442 clicks. Before that, I sent one February 22nd, 425. February 6, 417. So this network is averaging around 400 clicks per solo ad that it sends out. And again, this site is soloadspro.com. So yeah, this is just another area that you can advertise and send out solo ads and buy in bulk and save a little money. Okay, and finally, the last thing I want to share with you is my marketing service. I've been running my marketing service online now for almost 2 years, and what I do is I take your lead capture page and I market for one entire day using all the places that I personally market, that I use for my own personal marketing. I send to your lead capture page. So this site, if you're interested in checking it out, is called onedaymarketing.com. I offer a couple different packages. You can read some of the testimonials on here for other people that I've marketed for and how many leads I got and things like that. So again, here are the different packages I offer. You can see what each package includes and what you can expect to get out of each package. So this is just another area that you can use to advertise. Again, I do solo ads and every other kind of thing that you can think of under the sun, really. Okay, so that's going to sum up the solo ads part of this video. Again, the places I use: traxads.com, soloadadvertising.com. You can do the soloaddirectory.com, look up other people's solo ads. You can certainly visit onedaymarketing.com, soloadspro.com. And like I said, if you just do a Google search for the keyword solo ads, you'll find a lot of information out there. Just go on like the Warrior Forum here, and you can read what other people are saying about certain solo ads at certain places and see what kind of results they're getting also. So I'll see you in the next part of this video. Okay, in this part of the video, I'm going to go over list builders, what they are, and how to use them. So what's in front of me right here is called listhoopla.com. It's a free website, and they're basically they put out rankings every Thursday for what are the best list builders out there currently. So here you can see the top 7 list builders and then down below they list other list builders in their final 21 here. So if you're wondering, like, okay, well, let me see what list builders work the best, simply go to listhoopla.com and or Google List Hoopla Rankins. That's how I find a page usually, is just List Hoopla Rankins, and usually it'll be right here, top 21 safe list. You click on that and it'll bring you to this page here. So these are the list builders that I would recommend that you use. There's a lot of list builders out there. I use a whole lot of them. Up here I have a favorites tab that has every list builder that I use, and you can see just by scrolling down there's a ton of list builders that I use, and I use these every single week. Here's another one. I use all these also. Here's some more in this one, sites to use. I use all these as well. So you can see list builders play a big part in my marketing in the amount that I have here. And you might be thinking, well, that will take a lot of time. It really doesn't. Once you get it down, you can go through and use every list builder in like 35-40 minutes. It really doesn't take that long to use list builders. So what I usually do before I start is I open up an ad that I'm going to use for today. In this video I'm going to be promoting my site, Viral Lead Builder. This is the ad here that I'm going to use. This whole page is basically all the ads I use for depending what website I'm going to promote for that given day. So I have all these ads listed here in a simple file. So I just open it up. It has all my affiliate URLs in there for every website. And then if I find an ad that works well, I'll paste it in here, and this way I have that ad that I can simply go back to and say, okay, let me see this ad and run it again or something like that. So for today, this is the ad I'm going to be running right here. This is my URL that I'm going to be using down here. So in this video example, I'm going to start off with EmailHog. This is one of the list builders that's been around a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and log into my EmailHog account. And skip this part. Okay, and on the left hand side, once you're inside, you'll see a thing called credit mailer on the left hand side. Now, one thing I want to point out, with a lot of list builders that I use, I upgrade, because honestly it's worth it to upgrade in the list builders, pretty much any list builder really, unless it's doesn't have a lot of members. But I highly recommend you upgrade in a lot of list builders. This way you can mail out more often, you can email more people, and you'll just get much better results than if you were a free member. A lot of list builders will have like one-time offers where you can pay like one time and you'll never be charged again. Sometimes they'll offer like super cheap monthly rates. So they offer a lot of great deals to upgrade, and they honestly really are worth it. So I'm going to go ahead, click credit mailer on the left hand side here. I'm going to scroll down. It'll say subject, message, and then our URL. So I'll simply go back to my ad, copy one of my headlines. You can see I have 4 different headlines here. I like to have a couple headlines just so I can rotate back and forth. So I'll simply copy and paste my headline in, copy and paste my ad body, and grab my URL. So this goes by really fast because it's all right here in this one file for me. And then we'll go down here and you can email extra members. Right now at my upgrade I can email 5,000 members and an additional 4,000 with my credits. So I'll go here where it says extra members, and I can send 800 because if I scroll up you'll see I have 837 credits, so I can email an additional 800 right now. So I'll go down and I'll post ad, and it'll bring up my web page.
Welcome to
here, and it's going to just test it to see if it breaks frames. So once it's done, we'll click here to verify your site, and you can see the credit email has been set up and placed in the queue. So we just sent our ad to 5,800 people. Now another thing I want to tell you with list builders, they all work off of credits, but if you upgrade in them, usually you can send out to a certain amount of members without any credits. And that's another reason why I recommend that you upgrade, is just so that you can email out to like 2,000 or 3,000 members without having to get any credits. And if you want to click for credits, then you can click for them to email out to additional members. So I'm going to go ahead to the next mailer that I use. This one's called Fast Cash Mailer. I'm going to go ahead and log in here. And I always have my usernames and passwords saved just to help speed up the process to logging in and just posting ads in general. So you can see here I have over 3,000 credits. There's a total of 5,475 members at Fast Cash Mailer. I'm not going to go ahead and earn any credits right now, just for the purpose of this video, to keep it as short as possible. So I'm going to go and click on Send Mail-in to send our email to the list. And again, it's going to ask you for a subject, the ad copy, and URL. So we'll go ahead here, copy in my headline again, paste it in there, grab my ad body, paste it in here, grab my URL, paste it in here, and then credits, it's going to be 0, but you can see we can use up to 3,209, so we'll type in 3,209, and then we'll come down and we'll hit send. And again, it's going to check our website
Welcome
for frame breakers, and once it's done, we'll hit confirm my site, and it'll say success, our email has been sent. So close this one out, and I'll move over to Power Profit List. And one way that I really speed up sending to a lot of places is not only do I have these tabs set up for my favorites, but I'll go in and I'll open up 40 or 50 tabs across my browser at the top here, so I can just keep clicking from one list builder to the next when I'm done sending, because again, you want to be as quick as possible just so you're not spending all your time doing this. So any way that you can make it faster is better. Okay, so we're logged into Power Profit List. We'll click on System Mailer, and again it's going to be the same type of thing. When we scroll down, it's going to ask us for the subject. Now with Firefox it'll save it, so if we just double click, it's already saved. Copy our ad body, paste it in there. Our URL is also saved, so if we just double click, our URL is ready to pop in. And then we'll hit post ad. Again, I'm an upgraded member, so I can send 5,000 members, and here there's a little over 3,800, so I'll just hit post ad, and you'll see successfully sent to over 3,800 members. Okay, so we'll close that one out. The next list builder I'm at is called Beeble.com. We'll go ahead and sign in. If you remember the list tuple of rankings, here's Beeble right here, so it's one of the top ranked ones. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll sign in to our account, and we'll go click continue. Okay, so here's our account. You can see my membership is gold. So this allows me to email a little more than a free member. Again, most of my accounts are upgraded. So I'll go hit send mail here on the left. Okay, and we'll scroll down. I can use 600 extra credits, and I have 2,000 bonus credits. So I can email a total of 2,600 people. So now this should be fast because I'll just double click and all my information's saved. The browser saves that automatically for me. Enter in 600 for the credits we want to use, paste in my ad, hit send, and our mail-in was sent out. Okay, so you can see how quick and easy this can be using list builders very quickly. Okay, the last list builder I want to go over with you is Listaval. Now again, we'll go back to Hoopla Rankins, and you can see Listaval is right here. So it's one of the top list builders. Okay, so I'll go ahead, log in. My information's already saved. Now you can either watch this little login ad for credits, or you can just skip it. For this video, I'll skip it. And what we'll do now is, you can see my account is upgraded to Elite. So I'll go up here to where it says email, click that, and then I'll click on send email. Okay, and you can see I can send up to 2,000 people for free, and I have some credits, so I can send to another 959 people. So the credits I want to use is 959, because I can send to 2,000, and there's a total of 2,959 members. So we'll put in my headline again, paste in my ad, and got to grab my URL, and we'll paste that in there. Okay, so we'll hit send email, and it'll again check our website.
Welcome.
So when this timer runs down, it'll have a little button that we just click continue, and it'll say our email was sent. So you can see how quickly I was able to use like 5 or 6 list builders, and these are one of the major ways I market online. I cannot stress enough. Here's the button. Click that, and here you can see the email is in the queue. But I can't stress enough how much list builders are used in my overall daily advertising, and the amount of leads they generate and the amount of sales they generate. It's really worth it to really upgrade in a lot of list builders. You'll definitely make your money. I would take like usually I take the one-time offers just so I don't have to pay any monthly fees. But for this list builder here, you can see my stats. Sent to 2,600. I received 105 clicks. You can see my other clicks here for other emails that I sent. So you can see this one in particular gets some pretty good click rates, and that's probably why it's listed as one of the top ones at List Hoopla. Okay, so that sums up the list builder part. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope that you use some of the places that we went over in your own marketing efforts, because a lot of these places really do work, and I use them every single day. So I highly recommend them. So thanks again for watching this video. It was a little longer than I wanted it to be, but hopefully it was very informational.